First things first, I want to start off by saying that this is just for entertainment purposes. This is not financial advice. This is just my journey. I'm just documenting my journey, how I did it, and why I did it, right? Not financial advice. Just got to put the disclaimer there. I'm going to show you guys throughout this whole video how it took $200 into $32,000 by leveraging Propfirms, okay? So stick around and watch the video. So let's go over how I did that. I did that by trading futures, right? And this is just solely off of futures trading. I'm not going to go over my options once, just futures for today. Futures trading is just like, how can I put it? You trade contracts to buy or sell like an underlying asset. In this situation, it's going to be NQ or ES, right? Which kind of gives you that under leverage with a big potential to make a lot more money, right? So the great thing about futures compared to options traders, and you guys might have heard of, is there's no time decay on futures trading, right? You're strictly trading on contracts. So that is what futures trading is. And what do I trade? It's going to be MNQ, NQ, or ES. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. I strictly just trade MNQ. I chart up NQ and I chart up ES, and I'll show you guys right now. I chart both of those up, but I execute on MNQ. Like I said, I am a trader that I like to under leverage myself to make more. Now, how do you do that? Less is more, and I'm going to go over that in just a second. Okay, so we got the what out the way, right? Now, the next question is, when can you trade futures? So, in futures trading, you have three different sessions, right? We have what's called the New York session, and then we have the London session, and we have the Asian session. Now, in order, I'll put it like this, right? Let's say we're starting in the morning. 8:30 a.m. Central for me, it's my New York session. 5 p.m. Central, it's my Asian session. And then 1 a.m. Central, it's my London session. So there's 3 sessions you can trade. So there's no excuse for you or anyone watching this video to say, hey, I have a job, I can't trade, because you can trade any time of the day. The market is only closed 1 hour throughout the whole day, right? So there's no excuses. You can trade at night, you can trade during the day, whenever. Like I would say to everyone in my Discord room is, only trade when there's a setup. And sometimes I'm up at 2, 3 in the morning trading, but because the setup presented itself at that time, and that's when my alert went off. So what I like to do, I'm about to catch bronchitis in this motherfucker. But what I like to do is set my alerts. So what does that do for me? It prevents me from sitting here and watching the screen all day long, right? And I just come to my setup when my alert goes off, and I trade the trade. Now let's get to the where. Where can you trade this? You may be asking. Now, before I start, I want to say I am not affiliated to any of these companies, but I do want to say that these companies, this company specifically, I have never had an issue with. I've never had any complaints about them. They always pay me on time when I request my money. So it is Topstepx, and I'm going to show you guys how that looks. But this is the platform I use. I never have an issue with them. And let me show you guys the platform, and I'll explain it right now. Okay, so this is where I trade it. Topstep, and I use Topstepx. So what is a trading combine? A trading combine is an experiential learning. An evaluation program. Damn. English and writing was not my subject. This proves to you guys you do not need to go to school for this, because I can't even fucking read a simple word. But let's get back to it. Get it? Okay. Whatever. All right. And there's only one rule. That is just to not hit the max loss limit. Okay. So now let's look at me and explain it to you. Right. So what do I mean by that? Okay. So what it is let's say we go to a 50K account, right? A 50K account, it's going to run you $50 a month. Now, what does a 50K account do for you? What opportunity does it offer for you? And how can you leverage that opportunity to make more money? So the 50K account has a max loss limit of $2,000, and you have to hit a profit goal of $3,000, right? So what does that mean? Okay, it's pretty much at first when you buy the account, it's a paper account, meaning it's a fake account, right? Now, I don't like saying the word fake because you're actually executing on it. Now, that means that whatever trade you're taking on there is just to prove to the company that you can actually be profitable and can actually make money for yourself and make that company money, right? What does that mean, right? So for instance, they have a $3,000 target. So that means you have to prove to them, because essentially they're letting you borrow $2,000, right? Because you cannot lose more than $2,000. Now, what happens? Let's go over the loss first. What happens if you lose $2,000 of the account? You lose that account. So do you owe them $2,000? Do you owe them $50,000? No. What do you owe them? Nothing. You just lose the $50 you paid for the account that you were going to pay monthly until you passed it, right? If you pass the account, you no longer have to pay the $50, right? If you fail it, what does that mean? You have to buy another account, right? So that's how you lose, and if you lose it, that's all you lose. Now, how do you win? You have to hit $3,000 first, right? Once you get to the $3,000 price target, after that, you activate the account. Any money you make after that is your money. Now, how can you get paid after it becomes a real account, meaning you already made the $3,000 profit goal? Okay, so now they give you a new account where you start from fresh, right? Now you start with the same rules you had the first get-go, where you had the $2,000 of a loss limit, but now you don't have to hit any profit target. You can make as much as you want or as little as you want, right? So how do you get a payout, right? So what they require is 5 days of $200 or more to make a payout request. Now, does it have to be back to back the days? No. As long as it's 5 days of $200 plus, whenever that fifth day comes, you can request a payout. So let's give an example. Let's say you take 5 days, let's make it even, of $1,000 each day. That's $5,000. Whenever you can request your payout, you can request 50% of the payout, meaning you can request $2,500. Now, why is that? Because now you have $2,500 left in the account to continue to trade and continue to build, right? Now, think about this. This account costed you $50, right? Let's say you get it to $5,000. You withdraw $2,500. Remember, it's $50 for the account and $150 to activate it after you passed it. So that's already a $200 investment you've put on so far, right? But let's say you took out a $2,500 payout, right? That means your return, your profit return was $2,300, right? Why? The simple math. Why? Because you invested $200 on the account, activating it, but now you got paid out. So how do you under leverage? This is a cheat code. This is where it gets interesting. How do you under leverage this? What do you do is you buy more accounts. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to have up to 5 accounts, and it copies the leader account. Whatever you do on the leader one, it copies throughout all 5 accounts. So how can you under leverage? Like I said, shoot for $200 days. It's going to give you $200 through all 5 accounts, meaning you are now making $1,000 a day. So do the math. You invested $200, right, for one account. Cool. You got $2,300 payout. Buy 4 accounts. So how much is 50 times 4? That's $200. And then once you pass those, activate those 4, right? 150 times 4 is $600, right? So let's say $200 per account, $600. Now you paid $800, and your total investment now is $1,000, but you received already $2,500, right? So that means you're already in profit $1,500. So even if you lose all your 5 accounts at this point, you already made money from that company. You already made $1,500, right? So this is where it gets interesting. You now have 5 accounts. You now have the ability to make 5 times your money. You can decide to go heavy, small. I like to be consistent and keep it small and shoot for 200 plus a day, and I'm happy with that. Like I said, 200 times 5 is $1,000, right? So that is which one I use. It's Topstepx and 5 accounts, okay? So here, as you guys can see, these are 5 accounts. I'm covering my account numbers just because, yeah, just people would be shady. But yeah, 5 accounts, right? So if we look here, right, this one account, just one account itself was $3,443, right? Okay, let's go down a little bit. And the win rate was 76%, right? Okay, now if we go to the calendar, this is the calendar. I only had one red day this whole month, which was this one here, and then I ended up the month $3,400. Now, this is just through Topstep. I have 5 accounts on Topstepx, right? Now, for me, I have a total of 14 accounts. You may be asking, how do I have 14 accounts if you can only have 5 through Topstepx? I use other firms as well. I use other accounts, meaning that's not the only prop firm I use. I leverage myself. I under leverage myself by using more Propfirms. So that's how I'm able to do it, because I have 14 accounts, right? So this is just the 5 out of my 14 that I'm showing you guys right now, and I'll show you guys the other ones later. But that's just to show you guys one account, right? And each one, I don't want to say each one is different, because the Topstep ones are going to be the same for me since 5 copy. But remember, I have 14, so they're different firms. So some of them are up 2,000, some of them are up 3,000, some of them up 4,000, some of them like 17, 1,800, right? It just depends since I'm on different firms. But the Topstep ones are all the same, right? But that is how you can multiply, under leverage yourself, and make more money, okay? Using Topstepx. So you guys saw the first one. This is the second one. Same win rate percent, right? All right, as you guys can see for this one, right, 4,091. So get the other one, 3,723. Same win rate percentage. So get the other one, 3,833 and 40 with 74.5%. Now let me show you the calendar as well. And here's the calendar as well. Like I said, only one red day throughout the whole month. Consistency is everything to trading. Keep it all the same. As you guys can see, I tell you, I don't shoot for crazy days, right? You know, I shoot for the bare minimum just to keep compounding and scaling these accounts. Okay, so we got the how, we got the what, we got the where, and we got the when, right? So you guys now understand how I made the $32,000 with roughly, realistically, if I'm being real, it was with $50. But let's be honest, $200, because I bought one account, was $50, activated $200. So $200, I was able to scale $200 into $32,000, right? That is how I made this money, using $200. Using these accounts, like I said, I under leveraged. I made sure I built my first account, payout, boom, that same money, bought more accounts. It's just a rinse and repeat game. Boom, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Right, just be consistent with it. But I'm gonna show you guys now the setup so you guys can see it and understand it and see what I really do and how I trade, right? Okay, so this is how my setup looks. So here's where I execute the trades. So meaning this is where I press the buy and sell button here, right? Meaning buys means you want to play upside, sells meaning you're playing downside, right? I know people thought about the stock market and thought the stock market only went up, but you can play the downside too. Okay, here's where I keep ES. Here's where I keep NQ, and then here's where I keep QQQ and SPY, and then here is where I keep my Discord, where I have about 810 members, and I alert my positions, my entries, and all that. When to take the trade, when to get out, when to trim, all the goodies, right? That's how my setup looks. Now you may be thinking, well, Jordan, I don't have a setup like that. I can't do that because look, you have 3 screens. Sometimes on my computer, all you really need is just a phone. I have the same charts for my computer. I have it on my phone. Let's see my Topstep also, where I execute my trades, right? Where I execute my trades. I have it on my phone as well. Damn, it has my account number. I would show you guys, but here, let's see if we can just hide it. But here as well, right? Boom. I just execute my phone as well. So that is really how I do all this. And I hope you guys got a lot of information about this, right? I hope you understood it. Next video I'll try to make, it's really going in depth with my strategy, how I use my strategy, how I take each single trade as well. But this was just to kind of get you guys the foot in the door of understanding trading, how to trade, what to use, what to trade, when to trade, why to trade it, and how to trade it, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys liked it, I'll try to make a little bit more content on the trading. I really want to put you guys on, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I do have my Discord, but you guys can, check out my other YouTube for the free content. You guys can check out my Twitter, JV Trading with 2 G's. You guys can look at that to see my charts and all that. But if you guys do want to join the Discord, that is $75 a month. If you guys want to join it, I will put a 25% discount. You guys can enter the code YouTube and you'll get 25% off. Just put that code in and automatically it will give you 25% off on the month. And that way you guys can see what it is that I do. I go live every single morning at 8:30 a.m. Central. I'm live, sharing my screen, sharing my camera. You guys can see me. You guys can see my charts real time right now as it's happening. You guys hear me. I have a mic. Sus. That looks sus as fuck. I have a mic so you hear me telling you, hey, let's get in, let's get out, let's trim. All right. So yeah, that's the Discord if you guys want to join it. Code YouTube. Alright guys, well thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was very informative for you guys. You learned a thing or two. I just want to leave you guys with a little side note and just be 100% honest with you guys. Trading is not for everyone, so I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat and tell you, hey man, you're going to make it. You know, a lot of people fail, so I just want to be honest with you guys. But I also want to motivate you to try. If you are ambitious, if you are hungry, this is a new skill set you can learn and make some money off of it. Never give up. One of the biggest things, and I've been doing this for 6 years, guys. I was like down bad for 3 years doing this, but I didn't give up because I don't know, I had a tunnel vision. I knew, like, when I set my mind to something, I know I'll make that shit work. Like I have to, and I'm glad I did. And if you're ambitious like me and want to, I really hope you can make something out of this, right? But I'd really appreciate it if you guys can leave some questions in the comments or anything. That way, if you guys have questions, I can go more in depth on the next video I make, so I can answer those questions for you guys. But I really appreciate I really appreciate you guys for watching this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and, you know, gained a little bit of information about it. Like I said, I'll put the code for the Discord discount here on the description. I'll put the links of the firms that I'm using. And then as far as that, one of the biggest things I get asked is mentorships. I do offer mentorships. I'm not starting any right now in March, maybe to the second week of March. I am running a group mentorship, so if you guys are interested, you guys can DM me on Twitter. Twitter is the only platform really that I use for my trading, which is going to be JV Trading. Hopefully I can pop it up right here. JV Trading with 2 G's. DM me on there, and then I'll give you all the information on the mentorship. I don't make this video too long, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I really appreciate you guys, and hope you learned a thing or two. Hasta luego, and hopefully you fucking bank with me, because man, this is a great opportunity. Very little money and make shitload of money, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and hope you enjoyed it. Peace out. Hasta luego.